Should I badger him? I can badger him.
Mushroom.
You should honey badger him.
Mushroom.
You should possum him,
Honey badger don't give up.
cling onto his back and stink a lot.
Man, it's been a while apparently since I messaged him directly.
Got to scroll down through to find the list.
Yeah. You guys are usually in the top 4.
We are live, so hello.
Oh,
to
hi!
2 viewers, maybe.
Sorry, I don't want to offend anyone with loud sounds. I'll use my jazz hands.
Loud noises.
I need my little hands.
Yeah, you need your I tell you, I bought those for my kid at summer camp. I sent like 3 dozen of them.
Yeah,
Did you get
they're
both
cool.
sizes?
No.
I got lefts and rights. I didn't get both sizes though. Wow, that's nice.
Yeah,
You gotta have
The hands for your hands.
I'm gonna have to order some of those. Put them in the cart at least.
It's way better that way.
It's
You
hard.
have a piano.
Handception.
It's hard to take you seriously when you're that meta, but you kind of gotta be a little impressed by how dedicated you are to the joke.
Dude, they exist, therefore I must have them.
Oh, he's bailing on us. What the fuck?
Boo.
Who?
I even wore a tie.
Oh, son of a bitch! I shaved my balls for this.
Yeah, I know, right?
Right? I took a shower for this. By the way, the giant red thing on my nose is not. I got a sunburn there, and then I picked it.
Not cocaine, right?
Like nobody would have. You can't even see it. I
I
can't.
can't
at
see
least.
it.
I'm
I'm
Yeah.
colorblind though, so I don't really.
I
count.
better head that off in the past.
I thought maybe the clown nose just got stuck a little bit. Like
Honk honk.
my neighbor actually bought me one of those rubber clown noses.
Have you been going around Hong Kong?
It's the best thing to just like be talking to somebody, having a serious conversation, and then like put it on and turn around. I love it.
That'll lighten the mood.
Yeah.
I should suggest one of my friends who's a divorce lawyer use that in some settlement proceedings.
Oh my God, that would be awesome.
Mhm.
In Hong Kong.
It's just light the mood.
Every episode is the worst one yet. Excellent. Endeavor to persevere.
As long as our
Just keep
quality
going
keeps
down.
going down, we got consistency on our side.
Quality with a K.
And two E's.
Right.
Our
Key.
recipe is quality. I love that one.
Speaking of quality, there's some fine quality here. Got to join the club, right?
Dude, yeah. Excellent choice. However, mine is blended. I got back from Big Sandy and found that I had half a bottle left. And then I looked at the in the thing there, and I had half a bottle left from the last Big Sandy as well. So I blended them together. And it's blended now. Get it? It's a liquor joke. Anyway.
What do you?
There's
blend?
one of them was aged.
2 of the
a
same
year.
bottle. Yeah, exactly. One was aged 6 months longer than the other one.
I went to a business meeting one time in Wisconsin, and I was there with a guy who's kind of a wine snob, and the client took us out to dinner.
How did you know that? Because he said
Because I knew him.
wine snob?
Yeah, I knew him.
Oh, I figured he would announce that he was a wine snob.
No. He's from San Francisco, big wine guy. So anyway, so we go to this dinner, and it's out in the middle of nowhere, and the client's taking us out, and they break out this wine, and we're drinking it, and I look at him, and I go, "What vintage is this?" And he's like, "March."
Okay, that's funny. March.
Is it Weenophile?
No, this ain't no 79.
Yeah, he's a Weenophile, all right. He's dead now. He passed away.
That's it.
Shouldn't have drank that wine, huh?
Sucks when you lose the funny ones.
Yeah.
So, what topics do we have this week? I didn't make a thread because I've been dicking around most of the day. So,
Well, we have this thing called show topics. Let's see
We
what
do have that. I think
You
I
had
put
something you were talking about pre-show that you were
Oh,
going to
yeah.
talk about.
So okay, so on yeah.
Oh, the fancy Steiner.
The two of them actually. Yeah. So yeah. A friend of mine was sent me a link to a video of a guy playing with the new goods in the Tarkov game there, that one, the Gear Career game. And the new thermal monocular. So it's like a PVS-7 but thermal in the game. And it was interesting because it worked awesome, except that when you look down like if you had a red dot on your rifle, you would see the red dot all one color and not through the red dot. And so I'm like, well, geez, how's that work in real life? Would the glass transmit the lower
Color.
wavelength or longer wavelength light that temperature gives off or not? And so would you see through it or in real life or not? And so I Google thermals through a red dot or whatever, and I didn't get the answer I wanted because nobody had a picture of what a real thermal looks like through a red dot. But fucking EOTech's got it, or not EOTech, sorry, Steiner has an EOTech kind of looking thing that's $9,000 that has a red dot with a green projected thermal image. Like, so it's a see-through screen that shows thermal shit in green on it. So hot things are green and the rest is clear, and a red dot. And I thought that was the fucking coolest thing I'd ever seen. And apparently a lot of articles came out in September about it, so I thought it might be kind of new.
Speaking of articles, shouldn't we make a thread for this show?
No.
I think it's called the CQT, the Steiner CQT, and that looked neat.
Yeah, that's 9,000 is a lot, but that's us getting more.
Oh, I ain't
cheap.
buying one.
Yeah.
I'm waiting until somebody's, like EOTech has a knockoff.
Yeah.
Which will happen in 25 years when the patents run out.
Yeah, I've seen that thermal stuff, but it was in shades of gray, I think it was, or white. Everything was kind of grayish, and like you see like on the thermals for helicopters and shit on those hunting Iraqi videos or whatever. But you could. It was so sensitive that if you stood in one spot on the floor and then moved away, it would pick up the heat from your shoes on the floor, just from your body
through the soles of your boots or whatever.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've seen there's a company that has color, but it's like a vehicle mounted thing. It's not a small like a man.
Color thermal.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's quite the advantage actually. Just like the grayscale is an improvement, the color is really big improvement.
Oh yeah. The cool thing though is that like they've created a little. So obviously they got a thermal sensor that's picking up and translating into a video image, and they're projecting not just a red dot with parallax free whatever blah blah blah, but also and whether or not so they're projecting a video image onto the clear glass like a heads-up display in a plane or whatever, right? And I don't know if it's parallax free or not for the thermal part, but anyway, cool as fuck. And then like FLIR's been doing like the phone camera thing where they'll take your phone's camera and use that for the high res parts of the video, and then the FLIR sensor, which is like 64 by 64, some pathetic low resolution, but it overlays thermal data over your photographic data to make a nicer looking picture. And so they're doing something like that, but I don't know, look cool shit. It's sort of tangentially gun related.
Yeah, I wonder how much that eats up batteries.
Probably quite a bit.
Yeah, probably.
They're not getting 8-point hours on that.
Especially like you said, they have to do some kind of computation to detect the thermal stuff and edit that out of the.
Yeah, like it's
projected into the video feed.
I mean, I didn't see anything but a photograph of the screen or whatever, but it looked like it was projecting video in green. Yeah, and then the other thing I saw today was an article in the Atlantic about the Constitution. Hang on.
The Atlantic?
Yeah.
Est reads the Atlantic?
No, it showed up on Facebook.
Okay, all right. I was worried there for a minute.
I need to look at my history, but I'm in the wrong.
I read a New Yorker article the other day. I'm still here, so I didn't burst into flames or anything.
Hang on, let me pull this up. So these two alleged Yale law students are arguing in this article in the Atlantic that the gun control people need to adopt a constitutional approach.
Yeah, repeal the Second Amendment. That's been discussed before.
No. Meaning they need to persuade a Supreme Court. I'll post it on YouTube. Here's the article. So their argument is that the Supreme a constitutional case for gun control, and so there are. And I'm scrolling here, so it's going to be hard to find. But on this view, we urge the government to enact universal background checks, raise the legal age to purchase firearms from 18 to 21, ban the sale of assault weapons, blah 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 blah. Blah. And so they're talking about how constitutional arguments so far have swatted all that shit down because it's anyway. Trying to reach the point where they talk here. I passed it. Point is, though, that even so I'll just paraphrase. The point is that they're arguing that the Constitution should be approached from protect everybody collectively kind of fucking approach where you can't have your First Amendment if somebody's threatening you with a gun to not talk about the things you want to talk about. You can't have so.
Because that happens all the time, right? Because people threaten other people. With
well,
guns
no, they cite
issues.
examples like you can't have. Hang on, I'm looking fucking quote here.
You can't have a civil argument when someone's threatening you with a gun.
Well, I mean, it's clearly duress. Once the other party has a gun, I feel threatened, so it's duress.
Hold on, sorry, searching. It's hard. You can't highlight a fucking a website, unfortunately.
Control F.
And there's
Oh yeah, basically that gun control is. It's a quote that says vastly more efficacious and preferred method of self-defense, which is whereby you limit the citizen's ability to deadly force.
There you go.
Yeah.
So they're basically arguing that the Constitution should protect you from other people.
Right.
These are Yale law students. The Constitution, ladies and gentlemen, is there to protect you from the government, not the other people. Laws are to protect you from bad people. The Constitution is to protect you from bad fucking laws.
And they basically turned it into the Second Amendment is a risk to all the other amendments.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is completely exactly the opposite of what the fucking Constitution is. And any fucking asshole studying law at Yale should know the fucking difference.
Well, the Fourth Amendment is a threat to criminals, right?
Yes. What? Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Right.
It does.
I wish I could.
Sometimes I wonder about, there's just so much background noise to everything, even like on everything is background noise compared to like what actually is passed in law and what actually happens in Congress. So people can pontificate and, say all this shit and it doesn't ever really matter.
Exactly. All of your arguments are fucking retarded and you're an idiot. It doesn't, it hurts.
It's just making yourself feel better. It's like, mental masturbation.
I've never done that.
We all do that. Well, I was really close, actually. On this view, when we urged the government to enact universal background checks, I was literally right there. Or no, I wasn't. Damn it. Fail. I'm so bad at this. Anyway.
That's why I don't give a shit about the politics thread anymore. I used to care about it, but now it's like, the same people saying the same shit every week.
Yeah, it's kind of like that shithole sub.
Oh, here it is. Here. Sorry. Hold on.
Good.
1 second before I lose it.
But
The right to assemble is put at risk when a single shooter can rain bullets on a peaceful political protest. Freedom of the press is undermined when published words can give way to mass murder, as occurred at the Capitol's Annapolis, Maryland office in 2018. Other cherished constitutional interests, such as the freedom to vote or access to public education, cannot be secured when mass shootings. Is the public education part of the Constitution in the first fucking place? I didn't notice that until just now. But anyway, shootings are a constant specter outside polling places or at school, blah, 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 blah. That's the paragraph I wanted to hit.
Huh.
But yeah, so they're saying we should wield the Constitution to protect us against each other.
no, yield, not wield.
Wield. They want to wield it. They want to interpret the Second Amendment to mean, or interpret defense of the public as a preemptive fucking strike against ourselves to prevent. I don't know. Anyway, read the thing, but don't click on it. Try. I don't want to send them views, but also. I think these guys are just wonks that claimed. Well, they might have dropped out. Who knows?
Oh, I mean, you got to give them points for creativity, right? They know their other fucking arguments they've been using for 40 years won't work.
That's true. I mean, they might be just thwarting the definition of insanity at this point. Try anything.
Try
else.
something different. Yeah.
Death by 1,000 cuts.
Yeah.
In other news, a judge here in Pittsburgh ruled that the 3 ordinances the city was trying to pass are
The illegal
not
ones.
valid. Yes.
Oh,
That the ones that are the law says are illegal are actually illegal. Yeah.
nice. That's good.
Yeah, it was great. It's good actually. Yeah.
You can drive through Pittsburgh now.
Yeah, I wasn't doing that before because
Because boating accidents.
I didn't want to run afoul of the law. Yeah. So, what somebody pointed out in a PA Guns thread that part of what the law says that if you do try to do that shit that they did, which is make a local law in contradiction to the state law, according to firearms, which our state law specifically says you can't do, that there's criminal implications, and that so they should prosecute the mayor and the city council for trying to do that. And my point was, I don't know if he'd be found competent to stand trial because the man obviously can't read and is unable to grasp basic concepts in law. I mean, I don't think he can stand trial.
So you're saying he's, not guilty by reason of mental defect?
Yeah, basically. I mean, he obviously can't read. I mean, the Pennsylvania Constitution is quite clear. It says the right of the people to bear arms shall not be questioned.
Wow. That's a really fucking tough constitution, actually.
Yeah, it's not infringed.
That's pretty fucking good.
Question. Yeah.
You can't even fucking ask about it, bitch.
Right.
I wonder what the Arizona Constitution
But he did, and he tried. So
yeah.
No. So
and his response was that he knew, and the Office of Legal Counsel for the city knew that this was going to be an uphill battle. So they're going to appeal it. Yeah, well, they're going to appeal it and keep trying to do it. And I said that Mayor Peduto is Bloomberg's jackass that he keeps riding into windmills, legal windmills with. Like, it's just crazy. Guys get,
We'll just keep paying settlements.
But you know what? I mean, we had a 800-person turnout for our demonstration about these things. We had over 100 people speak at the public, when the public had the ability to make comments on the legislation. So I think, I'm pretty proud of the fact that we actually turned out some fucking bodies and made our voice heard. So.
And where do you got his picture on the news?
There was one kid in particular who spoke at one of them things that I'm really proud of.
Thanks, man.
Oh, it was you. Yeah. I didn't want to say it directly, but I pointed that as a really fucking great thing to say at City fucking Hall.
Yeah.
Fuck those assholes. Just like you, dickhead. I will not comply.
Yeah.
I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So, yeah, cool stuff. So if we could get a turnout like that in Harrisburg, in the capital, that would be great. And then DC, the thing's coming up on the 2nd. I have previous plans. I would fucking drive down there in a heartbeat, but I cannot break my plans. So, kind of bummed about that.
Oh, Arizona Constitution is pretty fucking good.
What's it say?
The right of the individual citizen to bear arms in defense of himself or the state shall not be impaired, but nothing in the section will be construed as authorizing individuals or corporations to organize, maintain, or employ an armed body of men.
Shall not be impaired. I like it.
The right of the individual citizen. That's the part I like the most.
Yes. Almost as if it's an individual right.
I'm kind of concerned about the armed security guards going around everywhere, like working for Brinks and shit. That's an armed body of men, isn't it?
Very low paid, low skill body of men.
Yeah, but they do have good. What's the holsters that don't work?
Surplus.
Blackhawk Serpent.
No, the cloth ones that all the really fucking
Uncle Mike's
extreme poors have. Yeah.
Ballistic nylon.
Yeah, I doubt it'd be ballistic. I mean, when they shoot their own leg through it, it's ballistic then.
Anything you can throw is ballistic. So.
Yes.
And
might as well cover this while I'm here. I picked up a new bauble.
Oh boy!
Nice bluing on it.
No.
Lemon squeezer without the merry-go-get feature.
No merry-go-get, just a flat gat, and it's a model 1891 Smith & Wesson, 3rd model, which means it doesn't have the ears like the revolver did, and it is a double action for whatever reason. The target pistols need to be double action. So
does it have the half moon hug your whole finger trigger?
It's kind of a normalish trigger.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Is it double action?
It's not
only?
wide. No, it's not double action only, but it does have double action, and the trigger pull is like, it's a glass rod. It's like pretty crazily good. The double action's obviously not, but the single action is.
Is it in the 1 true caliber?
It is in 22 long rifle, sir.
Oh, nice.
And this is the 10-inch barrel version. There was a 8 and a 6. The 6 is very rare. The 8 is pretty rare. The 10 is the most common.
So is that your big 10-inch?
That is my big. That's my whip out my big 10-inch. Yeah, that's it.
For the kids who are a little too young, that's an Aerosmith reference.
And
says the kid who's too young.
And I got a lead on the on a shotgun. So I made an offer on a shotgun that was accepted. So get a new Scattercat.
Is it got complicated pronunciation?
It does. It does.
Nice.
Swaglen.
Nice.
Yeah.
Had some umlauts in there.
Yeah, some umlauts with the
sounds like it's from one of the IKEA nations.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It was designed by a Swedish gentleman named Swaglen.
Oh,
and manufactured in Copenhagen by a factory that has a name that's about that long.
Nice.
Which I will not attempt to pronounce.
Lots of vowels, probably.
And I got a lead
Danish.
on getting a 4-bore that I followed up on today, and I'll be following up on again tomorrow. So that when I go back out in a week or so to get the shotgun, I might be able to go talk to the guy that has it and see it. So it pays to be friendly and nice, kids. When you go to some place you haven't been before, be friendly, smile and wave, talk to the people.
How you doing?
It'd be interesting to reload for a 4-bore.
Yeah, so the guy who has it, they gave him a mold for it. So he casts aluminum bullets. So the way it started was I went to this gun shop and I was looking. It was a nice little gun shop out in the middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania. And I was talking to the guy and he's like, "Oh, back there's our ammo section." And I went back into the ammo section and I was looking around for a little bit. And I yelled at him like, "Hey, where's the ammo for men?" And he's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, the biggest you got here is like fucking 30-06. Are you kidding me? I said, where's your 458 lot? Where's the 416 Rigby? And he's like, oh, you're one of them guys. I'm like, yeah. And then he starts telling me, he's like, oh, we have this local guy and we call him Big Bill. And Big Bill carries a Ruger 95 as his EDC in his front pocket, which tells me Bill has big pockets.
I'm Googling Ruger 95 right now.
That's not a small gun. That's a big fucking gun. And apparently he wanted a 4-bore and he found a company in Utah that made one. And they gave him the molds and everything. And he says he casts the bullets out of aluminum. And I'm like, well, does he have bullets for men? And he's like, you're kind of an asshole. He's like, a lead bullet's like 4,500 grains in a 4-bore. And I'm like, wow, that's pretty impressive. So apparently this guy shoots the aluminum stuff because the guy that made the gun said you probably shouldn't shoot the lead stuff more than a half dozen times because you're probably going to break yourself or the gun.
Jesus.
Yeah. So
4,500. Yeah, you should quit using grains when it gets to 4,500.
Yeah, ounces. Yeah, it's like 6 ounces.
Just go up to 8 ounces. Just call it a half pound.
So I wonder if he has to coat those with something because aluminum will totally fuck up your barrel.
Yeah, you would think it would strip and gall. Well, it depends on the velocity too, maybe, right? So if you're under 1,000 feet a second, which I can't imagine you would be, but
so if you run a bare high-speed steel fucking end mill at 10,000 RPM in aluminum, and you don't fucking you don't hurry your ass through that aluminum, you're gonna wind up with fucking an end mill covered with a wad of aluminum, and it's gonna snap in half. So,
does it melt onto it? Is that what happens?
Yeah. So yeah,
know it from experience.
Yeah.
Aluminum oxide has like a hardness of like emerald or something.
Yeah, it's really
there's a tendency for people playing with their mill for the first time to baby it and not take the bites that it needs to take, and so aluminum, if you stir steel against it for a while, you get aluminum covered steel.
You get welded aluminum.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'm hoping to talk to the guy and find out that stuff. Like, does he wrap it with like Teflon tape or something? Like, how does that work? And apparently the cases are turned. They're turned brass cases.
Probably last forever, I would think.
Typically, the solution is copper driving bands or something like that, but you'd have to cast them in.
Or you could powder coat them. That's a.
That's true. Yeah, Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because that's what
so I hope to find out the answer to all these questions. We'll see.
Interesting.
Is this a single shot? Like,
it's a Ruger. It's a what the guy said it is.
Like a number
one that this company took dimensions off of and then built one that was twice that size.
I was gonna say because I'm picturing a Ruger number 1 with a 4-bore barrel on it.
Yeah. It's not gonna work.
No,
that skinny forend.
Yeah. Well, just the breech isn't even big enough. I don't think.
Yeah. That sounds pretty fucking cool. I would love to watch you shoot it.
Yeah, we'll see. I might have to put, a recoil pad on it.
Once upon a time, somebody posted a 2-bore to Gunnit that they were shooting in it.
Let's make Wordy shoot it.
Oh, he'd shoot it from the hip, I'm sure.
Oh, well, that's cheating.
And then cut his hand again?
Yeah.
What did he cut his hand on?
The 458 lot.
458.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's the one you got from Brogel, right?
Yeah.
The one that we originally broke.
The one you broke.
Yeah.
The one that you broke.
Me?
No, I did.
Oh.
He was too manly with it.
I was shooting from a bench and I cracked the stock.
Yeah. I've never shot that from a bench. I wouldn't shoot it from a bench.
No, those guns are meant to be shot from your hind legs.
Yeah.
It wasn't terrible, but I only did like 3 rounds.
Yeah.
And then
the Rigby is actually the Rigby's like a little fucking. It's got a lot sharper recoil. The 458 lot is like a smoother push, but that Rigby is a little bit sharp, but it doesn't push as hard.
My only experience with big bore rifles is a 458. Well, and an M203, but.
M203.
So that's actually pretty recoily.
Yeah, they're not. They're
shot
a little
stock
bit
rounds
recoily.
and-
Yeah.
Yeah, they're but the 458. So my 458 Win Mag is my glasses fall off every time I fucking pull a trigger.
Sounds like you need a glasses strap.
It only weighs 9 pounds though, so
Jesus. Yeah, that's probably about
I made it handy size. But so 458 lot goes how many times as fast as 458 Win Mag?
What's that?
1.3, 1.4.
What are you talking about?
The velocity of say a 500 grainer out of 458 lot versus.
Oh, I think it's only 400 or 500 feet per second more.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not.
Which is still
So
quite
I
a
mean, it's still
bit.
more, but it's
What?
not. Yeah,
0.25 approximately.
maybe.
Ouch.
Yeah.
I think I shot that gun too. We had it set out like 200 yards, and the irons, I hit the plate, the gong. We had it. It spun it completely around the A
Wrapped
stand
the
twice
chains.
before taking it down.
So now there's an argument to be made for shooting a 2-gun match with that.
Nice.
Especially when you know you have a Texas Star or no, the fucking spinner.
Just knock the whole thing down.
This is
Shoot
just
the middle.
spinner. Bang.
I got it.
The spinners are fun, and it's kind of a joy watching the pistol guys try and make them go around. But like a subgun, it's easy.
So back when I used to set up subgun matches a couple years ago, I would get really sadistic some days, and I would grease the Texas Star or the Polish plate rack the night before. Everybody's like, "Oh, it's just a Texas Star." It's like, why the fuck is that thing going so fast? I was like, I greased it last night.
Nice.
Start at the bottom, bro.
Put a motor on it. Fire it up.
Wait, you start at the top. Never mind.
So I guess what I have to say is I'm back, baby. I bought some guns,
Nice.
and I'm feeling pretty good about it.
You've broken the drought. You fell off again. You
Oh my god.
insert platitude here.
I think I'm gonna buy that M3T. I haven't done it yet.
Yeah,
You should file the forms for your fucking other gun first.
What's an M3T?
An M3 Super 90, which is the best Super 90. But
The shotgun.
The shotgun with the ugly stock.
I thought you were talking about a grease gun.
I prefer the Benelli M1 Super 90 over the M3, but that's just me personally.
M3 Super 90 is best Super 90.
Sorry.
Whatever. What if you what if you want to shoot beanbag rounds, bro? What then?
I wouldn't want to shoot beanbag rounds. I'm
Well,
interested.
what if you did? Hypotheticals. Come on.
I'm interested in killing people, not wounding. Just saying.
You get the Franchi. I get over here. Law 12.
There you go.
Or
That
you can
guy's
go out-
still selling that fucking what's the dinosaur one?
Spaz?
Yeah, he's still selling that fucking thing on Arms List. And he's dropped his price like 5 times, and he's still like above what anybody wants to pay for it.
We've talked about that gun before, and I'm like, I remember now when I first looked at it, like going, okay, so looking at a lot of people had handled it, right? So it had all the parkerization was removed from all the various 3 inches wide of sheet metal on the side of it. I'm like, looking at it going like, if there's that much surface rubbing going on when you pump that thing, the friction's got to be insane, and like it's not a good pump design. Like,
No,
it can't be, because otherwise you wouldn't have that much surface rubbing shit going
Supposedly
on.
that they're pretty fragile, and you have to buy like these certain seals for replacement because they go bad.
Oh, I like this. I like Toast D762's comment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
25.
It's already been, 2 years?
Yeah. God damn it. I got to
You've
shoot
already
it.
owned it.
I got to shoot it with Piney Mountain Tracers last couple weeks ago. That was nice.
How fun was that?
I had shot it I had put a full drum through it previously, so it jammed about 100 rounds in, so I didn't finish the drum. So it was nice though, but it was dark as fuck, and I didn't want to try and figure it out. So
We'll send you a
Does
manila
it make
envelope
just a
that has
solid
all the
stream
forms
of
in there.
tracers?
What's that?
Does it
Dude,
make just a solid stream of tracers?
the MGShooters.com should have video. I mean, I assume the
Nice.
people I was with, like, so one of the guys I
You
was with
post a video of it. I thought.
actually owns Piney Mountain Tracers now, and he was out there to try out some product, and he said 6 AM180s, and he was shooting a bunch of them anyway. So there should be
Holy fuck.
shitloads of video. Yeah, it was a hoot though, and yeah, it is literally like your little fucking your Burt gun with the laser of green erupting from it, or whatever color you choose to buy. But yeah,
I went to over the weekend. I went to the local-ish machine gun shoot in Eastern PA. It was kind of neat talking to people, seeing stuff. There was a guy there that had a 20 millimeter Anzio rifle. He was having a little trouble with it, but his ammo wasn't working quite well. Yeah, his getting light strikes on the primer, I guess.
Are those
primers weren't seated properly? What's that?
They're single shots, right?
No, it actually has 3-round magazine.
No,
they're like the tube guns.
Yeah, it's like it's a tube.
It's basically
gun.
a GAU barrel. They put
barrel.
a fucking it's a Gatling gun barrel. They fucking stuck an action on.
Yeah, so it's good. It was cool, but it was interesting to watch him. He would so the ammo wouldn't fire, so then he would open the bolt, and the bullet was jammed into the lead on the rifling, so it would pull the bullet out of the case and dump powder everywhere, and then you had to then take the barrel off, which you have to unscrew it, and then knock the bullet out. So it was a little bit of frustration for him, I think.
I think I'd start like super gluing those bullets into the case at that point.
Yeah, something, huh? Even if you just had a punch and did like four punches around the edge of it just to crimp it a little bit better.
Yeah.
So I got some advice. Speaking of hokey tracers, sorry, Piney Mountain is not hokey tracers. They actually work great. But talking about the AM180s at Big Sandy a lot, there was another company called. Anyway, there were another brand of 22 tracers, and my friend was talking about how he used to take Loctite 620, which is, I believe, the green shit, and Loctite every fucking round, so that the bullet wouldn't pull out for the same reasons.
Wow.
They were pulling 22 bullets, putting compound in the back end of them, and then reseating.
Oh, I see.
But they weren't crimping, so the Piney Mountain ones work great, but apparently this other brand did not.
The green is the wicking Loctite, right?
Yeah, so 620.
That's I forgot to put Loctite on this whole deal before I tell you
After the fact.
So in the machinist world of things, Loctite 620 is I fucked up on my fucking press fit by 1,000th or whatever, so it sort of just it'll slide back out. So you Loctite 620 that motherfucker, and it ain't never coming out. 600 degrees on it, right? So anyway. Yeah, Loctite 620 would save your friend.
So they were pulling bullets out and then reseating them to make these things? Make these tracers?
Yeah, I believe
that seems like incredibly labor intensive.
A lot of the boutique people do that. I don't know exactly how Piney Mountain works, but I think they buy components and assemble
prime cases.
Like TCI sells them all the
primers,
shit, right?
And 22's got to be like a fucking nightmare, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
right.
You have to, because you have to drop it and it has to be spun as it's drying.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when they make 22 ammo, they literally put a wet primer in there and they spin it in a mandrel to get it outside the rim.
Yeah.
And then they let it cure.
Yeah. Priming compound, I assume, is pelletized and they just wedge it in there and it's good. But yeah, the primer of the case. I don't know if it's true because I can't prove it, but like I believe it's true that there's only one fucking factory making 22 ammo in this country, and all the brands branch out from there. There may be two like Federal and CCI or whatever, but it's either anyway.
Are you telling me my Elite 10X comes off the same line as
no? It might come from another country.
Yeah, okay.
Hopefully not from anywhere near Remington, but.
I thought Remington was the one that spent like 20-some million during the Great 22 Ammo stores to open up a whole other line of 22.
I don't think they had that kind of money back then.
No. I don't know.
Believe me, they're not that smart.
Anyway, my point is that there's damn few people actually making 22 long rifle components, and there's a lot of cross branding and shit. So, but again, I don't have proof. It's all scuttlebutt.
I start calling around.
But yeah, your Anzio, if you know that guy or whatever, Loctite 620.
Yeah, I have his information. I'll have to hit him up on email just to see. Yeah. Seemed like a good enough guy. Just having a little trouble. We both had our stories about the supplier of 20 millimeter ammo and his propensity to sometimes take a little while to get things done. So.
And use the wrong kind of cases.
No. Oh yeah. Well, shit happens. I get that. He handled it absolutely the right way. So can't fault him there.
No, but that's of all guns to have a fucking hang fire on, or one that doesn't fucking go, a 20 millimeter.
Yeah.
Fucking open the bolt. And, you know.
Well, that's what I told him. I sent him a picture of the cases.
Bat.
So I was like, it did kind of make us shit ourselves a little bit at first, but then we were like, fuck it. YOLO.
I mean, I've seen a lot of split rifle cases, and I literally don't worry about that. But when a 20 millimeter case splits down 2 fucking sides, I'm a little worried. Not gonna lie. Hashtag YOLO.
That bolt weighs 8 pounds. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Gash mask. What are the gas blow out your eye hole preventative measures on the Lottie there, sir?
It's got vents down to the bottom because it ejects out the bottom. It's got vents down to the bottom.
All right.
So you just get your hand burned up, I guess.
They thought about it?
Yeah.
Enough.
It's actually got a I still like to get some original ammo to try, just to see recoil wise how similar they are.
How much hotter it is.
Yeah, because I'm assuming Mike downloads it a little bit, but it definitely functions as a gunfight. I mean, it's not like it doesn't cycle the action.
Somebody at the shoot there was talking about somebody having 2 Lotties and a Solotherm and a shit pile of ammo available. Can't remember who it was or what it was about. That information is useless to you, sir. The Piney Mountain guy was talking about maybe buying.
Yeah, that'd be something good to know if I take a trailer out in March. I can bring it back with me. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Without paying the shipping. See?
Right.
Well, shit. When you're paying that much for the ammo, the shipping is probably secondary.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, if you can find a truck and not go through FedEx or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'll have a trailer out there. I'll just toss it in the back and go.
Yeah.
All right, I'll
put your feelers out there.
I'll put my feelers out there. wait, I'm missing my secondary feelers.
There you go.
And tertiary.
Your triple hand jobs. Yeah, that'd be interesting to put like a Sabo in one of those with like,
oh yeah, like a slap
way,
yeah,
like a way under caliber tungsten penetrator and see what kind of insane velocity you get on that.
That would be kind of fun.
7,000 FPS.
I think Wordy was working on a shot shell for it. So
you guys gotta have Sabos.
Grape shot.
What are we talking about? Did I miss it?
Yeah,
that's what we said.
Oh,
slap rounds.
Oh, definitely 3D print them. Boom. Done.
Yeah. The
338 Win Mag Pro Joe. 8.
No, we went tungsten. We went rods from gods, man.
Oh. Used end mills.
Yeah.
There you go.
You want to be able to stand up over the massive velocity increases.
Same weight, smaller diameter. Boom.
Yeah. See that?
Boom. Wow. That would shoot through schools.
I would shoot through. You could probably put a 2-inch AR 500 plate up there and fucking put a fucking perfect perforation right through it. I bet.
Hey, let's be careful because if we keep going this way, Beto come in and demand that these be bought back.
Yes.
That was a movie reference.
I was waiting for him to say, "Hell yes, we're coming for your Lotties and your Solo Thirds."
Yeah, all what 200 of them in this country.
Yeah.
Oh wait, we can have those? Shit, I want one or two.
With all
Johnny
the
Dangerously. It shoots through
40 millimeter grenade launchers.
Nice. It's full auto. 40 millimeter.
Yeah.
I think Chug has one of those. Actually, I've seen it.
He's got one of everything.
Mark 19. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of full auto 40 millimeter grenade launchers, where the hell's our SIG 550s?
Yeah. Supposedly they're supposed to be here by the end of this month, I guess.
Mhm.
I should start making book on the SIG 550s, the STGNs.
Hey, I told you.
It's not even a comparison. It's only been
I-
6 months with the ST.
I told you, as long as you're willing
50s.
to double or nothing every month, I will completely bet every month that this month will be the time I get my STGN.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
No.
There haven't even been any posts on the Facebook page lately. I
Mm-mm.
was surprised. So I go check every day because, what else do I have to do?
Right on. Because fuck it.
Let's see if there's anything out there.
I wonder if you guys could like do a class action suit.
I'll take care of that.
I don't think there's enough million.
If flying was illegal, we probably could. I mean,
I would really look forward to the lawyers recovering all of our losses, and then we getting issued a sandwich coupon for becoming part of the class.
It'll be just like Equifax. Everybody gets $175. Oh wait,
Only
I wonder how many people still have pre-orders out there, because I know when he was on the show, he said they were talking like they had like 1,000 or something.
yeah, but I mean, this
Facebook page does not have that kind of traffic to belie that.
This is
Well,
them
plus
we're talking
his
about.
mouth was
Nothing,
moving, so-
nothing is true.
Yeah,
It
his
could
mouth
be
was
12
moving.
people. There are dozens of us. Dozens.
Oh,
Hey,
there's two
actually-
extra comments.
every refunded pre-order is one less unicorn in the world for me to compete with.
Yeah. I know there's probably, I don't know, half dozen people that said they got refunds. Except not from like the actual company.
Right.
But like a 401k check.
It's looking more and more like a Bren 10 situation every day, which is perfect.
Didn't Brenton actually have the
Oh,
guns for sale before
This guy called
They
and got an
managed
update.
to shit out 1,500 of them before they died.
Oh.
So now it's middle of November, Bart.
Hmm.
We're gonna get our HMGs.
Nice.
Sure it is.
Which year?
I mean, I wonder what they're even doing, like for, 'cause I assume that was their full-time jobs.
No. They still targets and set MELs and things like that.
Yeah, the Set Meals was a one-time run too. They only did so many of those. They sold them all through Copper Custom because I was looking at getting one, but they wanted like $1,200 for them. So instead, I bought a parts kit that I'll never put together, which is way cheaper.
I've got two, and I've got the flats from the random guy in fucking bumfuck Arizona, and one from
LSC,
HMG.
HMG.
Yep.
I don't think they actually made those. I thought they got it from LSC.
Oh, really?
Probably did.
Yeah.
LSE makes the MP5 flats, right?
They make a lot of things. Yes, they do.
Holy shit! The
They
Nationals came back.
The what now?
Some baseball team.
Sports ball. Pretty sure LSC makes the flats for PTR.
I would agree with that, considering they're owned by the same company.
Yeah, I know. So they're next door to each other out in Vegas there.
Well, PTR's in North Carolina.
South Carolina.
South Carolina, sorry.
Carolina.
One of the Carolinas.
saying one of the Carolinas is like one of the Dakotas. Big difference.
Really?
Pretty much empty.
One's got Mount Rushmore.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, but
mean-
you have to think about it before you know which one.
South.
that's like one lunatic could do TNT, and so he made a fucking.
Motherfucking Swedes, you know?
It was supposed to be a lot bigger, but they ran out of money.
Make their weirdo shotguns and carve people in the mountains.
That is a weird ass shotgun.
I know, right? I can't wait to shoot it. The guy, I told you, the guy that has it, I was like, he's like, what would you do if you bought it? I'm like, I'd go buy a fucking case of ammo and shoot the fuck out of it. And he's like, oh, I never shot it. I was always afraid with that reciprocating mass. I'm like, so I sent him a message today. I'm like, give your balls a tug. And when I come out there, I'm going to bring a case of ammo and we'll go shoot it.
You do have a propensity for that. I wouldn't have ever shot my Bren 10 if your dad hadn't checked it for me.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, got that shot. Shoot my Union switch and signal once in a while, not too often.
Someday I'm going to go shoot my Steyr. Bang.
Someday you're going to shoot your AN-1E.
And your
You already have, though. But,
your new Order 9.
yeah.
Yeah. God damn it.
I haven't taken that one to, I haven't taken lots of guns to range, but.
I haven't picked it up.
Where he doesn't like it.
What? You haven't fucking picked it up?
No, he hasn't picked it up.
Oh, God.
On the other side of town.
That's been at least.
It's all the way on the other side of town,
too.
Bart. I drive across country once a year, but it's all the way on the other side of fucking town.
Yeah. I mean, if you look up lazy in the dictionary, there's a picture pest.
I got an
Thank
AK.
God Big Sandy's not in Pennsylvania.
I got a Team Smith & Wesson fucking deluxe 3rd generation Smith out there. I got a fucking AK.
I'm gonna fake your ID, fly out there, roll in,
This is a friend of mine.
and then bring him to you.
He knows who the fuck we are.
We'll put a goat goatee on. We'll
Yeah.
be
I
in disguise.
got the South Beach tapeworm diet. This is New Pass.
Dude,
Just for men, little dieting. Boom.
where do you
So
get
yeah.
tapeworms? Can you order them for like feeding a snake or something?
Oh my God, I'd fucking love to have one.
That used to be a thing, actually, back in like the 1900s, where you would ingest tapeworm
Entirely
eggs.
sensible course of action.
Parasites? I'm gonna need more than 2.
It's only, when they start hanging out your butt, though, it's time to probably,
Yeah.
That's
take
when
the
you squat over
ivermectin and kill
the
them
thing
off.
of milk, and then lure them out.
What? That's not how they work.
Huh?
That's not how tapeworms work, but that's pretty funny. Oh, quality.
With a K.
And 2 E.
Okay. Can't spell quality without K.
Yeah, hopefully that Brand 10 will be here sometime this week. Well, no.
Yeah?
Yeah, should be.
What? You ordered a Brent 10?
You bought a Bren 10?
Yeah, like a year ago.
What?
Did you?
From Coonan?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
no,
BRN
10.
10.
Oh, that's not a Brent 10.
Yeah, close enough. It was an amalgam of words. No, I wish it was a Brand 10.
I got all excited for a minute there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another one added to the club.
We'd have to calculate what percentage of the total we have.
Maybe I'll start saving up and that'll be the next one if I see one.
I haven't looked at the pricing on them in a while.
Probably like $5,000.
Oof.
Probably not that much. 3-ish. 3-something-ish.
When you start shooting for the FK 57 Burnos, 7.5.
I saw one. Where did I see one for sale? There's one on Gunbroker, I think, still.
Yeah.
There's always one on Gunbroker.
Well, that one guy one of the distributors sent me a PM one time. It's like, oh, I can give you a great deal. And he was like, $500 off.
$6,900 instead of $7,500.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, thanks.
Yep.
curious.
It's still a CZ, like a really interesting CZ, but still a CZ, like basically.
Well, yeah, CZ makes good guns.
Roughly,
As long as they're
yeah.
not the Turkish knockoff shotguns that they put their name on.
Oh well.
I like the other stuff though.
I'm gonna have a quality Benelli shotgun that H&K put their name on.
Say, Pest, before you buy that, make sure it floats the 5th.
What?
Before you buy that Benelli, make sure it floats the 5th.
I heard what you said, but I didn't understand what you meant.
If you can jam, you jam an extra shell under the bolt on the elevator. So it's called ghost loading.
Oh yeah, I saw that on the video back in the '90s. There, it was playing on the VHS combo TV thing on the counter. I forgot about that. Why wouldn't it do that?
Ghost riding the whip.
Some of the bolts don't do it. Like I have 2 M1 that are absolutely identical in every way, except the bolts are different, and one will float the shell and one will not.
But those are M1s.
The M3s use a similar bolt.
But they're the best Super 90.
I'm gonna laugh if you buy that gun and it doesn't do it, and I'm just gonna laugh.
So there's the magazine's full. You got one on the carrier and one in the chamber, and then it works. That's
No, the magazines. Yeah, so it's basically instead of calculating whatever's in the magazine plus 1, it's whatever's in the magazine plus 2.
Okay. Well, I'm buying it from a buddy of mine, so I don't think I'm gonna be that picky, but because shotguns are dumb in the first place, but this one's a good deal. So,
how good of a deal?
I don't want to talk about but it's reasonable.
Good enough for you to buy and not put the paperwork in for 3 or 4 years.
It's me we're talking about paperwork. This would be like a here's your money, here's your gun kind of deal. But yeah, I'm sure it's fine. Where'd the other kid go?
Bart probably had to poop.
No, he pooped before the show. He told us about it. Everything come out all right? Oh, wait. Everything come out all right? Talking to you, sir. Bartman.
Yes.
Everything come out all right?
No, I did go tell the kids to go to bed.
Creating a nuisance.
I let them stay up later on these nights because I make them go to bed earlier, so I can come down here and do shit beforehand. So I just go up there and say, "Hey, it's bedtime."
Apparently, there's not a Bren 10 currently for sale. Oh, unless it's I spelled out 10.
One thing I noticed the search on fucking gun brokers went to shit. Like you only search them like the past year on completed items, unless I'm missing some function.
No, you're right. Gun brokers turned to shit.
Yeah, it went to shit like a year and a half ago.
Well, I know when they redid all that stuff. Yeah.
When I told them they were wrong, they told me I was wrong as a client. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, it's not how this works. Your users are telling you how they would like to use your app, and your app is fucking garbage, not working like that. And so maybe you should consider what your people who use your site want. Nope, not gonna do it.
Yeah, the app is
not gonna do it.
It's nice that at least warns you on your phone when stuff is like your auctions are ending.
Yeah, Pest, when you say not going to do it, you have to follow it up with a wouldn't be prudent.
Oh, I assume it's assumed. At this juncture.
Is it a George Bushism?
Yep.
Yeah, nobody remembers that guy.
Gun owners do. He signed the import ban.
Yeah. Old gun owners do. New gunners don't.
I'll be back. Gotta go visit a man about a horse.
Oh, good luck with everything coming out.
Now I'm stuck watching Fox News in his background.
Yeah. Oh shit! A Special Forces went for 6,500.
Special Forces what?
Bren 10.
Ooh.
Good. Okay, so a couple of normal ones for $5,000 have not. Oh, holy shit! Oh, Bren 10 45 conversion. So there's no straight up pistol.
Why would you convert it to 45? I mean, that defeats
they
the
sold.
whole
They sold.
purpose.
Well, they sold them that way.
Hmm.
You could get them in 45 or 10, but most people want 10. But what is this? From my personal collection in all caps, rare brand 10 with factory 45 conversion. Okay, so it's the gun and the conversion kit.
And what's he asking on it?
He got with one bid $7,500.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking good.
Yes. Somebody trying to sell one for $5,000 didn't succeed. Twice.
I just sent him a message saying, "Hey, here's $4,000."
I got mine for $2. I look at this to feel good about myself.
That's the way it always is, though. You know, as soon as you.
Yeah, that's how I buy stuff, though. So, Special Forces 10 millimeter, which is, let's see. Oh, first owner. Never shot, apparently, except for only one magazine. Ah, boy, oh boy. Holy crap. I got $6,500, but it's the Special Forces one, apparently. I don't know. It's all black.
Special Forces.
It looks shorter. Is it shorter? Yeah, it's shorter.
Like in barrel length?
Yeah. So it's got to be a really rare variant. I don't know much about them, but
that's on Gunbroker?
Yeah, it's in the completed auctions.
For $6,000, huh?
6,500. But yeah, again though, it's a shorty apparently. So, and all black.
Yeah, because they're normally two-tone, right?
Yeah. With goofy fonts from the 80s on them. 90s. 80s. Apparently there have been no sales of normal pistols. Oh wait. 3,600 here.
Oh. I need to go to estate sales more. I see those every once in a while for firearms and stuff, but they're usually like
an hour. Shit. This one was built from a parts kit.
What?
Yeah, so it's like military police remains on fire.
Bren 10 parts kit?
This particular one is a new built from a parts kit of all. So like after the company went bust, somebody bought them out and used parts they had on hand to make more guns. Apparently.
So it's like a pre-HMG STG.
It's a post-HMG STG.
I stand by my original assessment.
The 35K or 3,500 or 3,600 for a not a real one. Nice.
Nice or noise? Big difference.
Did it sell or is it a first sale still?
It sold with one bid.
Huh. Or was a buy now price?
Yeah. Excellent.
Yeah.
I did well.
Yeah, it's always as time marches on, all the prices go up. It's like you obviously did well for like all your machine guns you bought, 10 years ago and all that bullshit. It's like we all did well on the M96s and the FS2000s.
But I did well on the M96 first.
Yeah.
Sorry. I wanted to look at that, actually. That was the next one.
Because you got yours for like 1,200, didn't you?
14, I think.
14?
Yeah.
I think mine was right on 15. FS2000, I think it was 1,800.
The tactical tuna.
Apparently, the M96s, the bolts aren't that great.
Oh.
And if you break them, you are SOL.
That's no good.
No.
I'm sure my Stoner 63 bolt will work if I can get it out of the receiver.
Is the bolt complete inside there, or is it crushed?
No, I'm sure it's cut in half.
That would be nice if the fucking bolt was complete, but
yeah.
Yeah, that's why Chug's company does it right when they strip all the parts and just cut the receiver.
Fluffy's got his Lottie sitting under the TV over there. Fox News going.
Injects that shit right into his veins.
How close are you to completing your unintended consequences starter kit?
I need the 4-bore.
That's it?
Well, I don't know if that's it. I'd have to go back and read it again just to be sure. But pretty close. I got the Winchester 63. I got the Lottie. Got the Solitaire. Get the 4-bore. Get the 458 lot. Smith & Wesson Model 29. I got that.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm pretty close, I think. I need a biplane now.
Right, and and a hangar in St. Louis.
Yeah. To keep my biplane in my tank.
Exactly.
He didn't have a tank, but I'm adding that on. I'm assuming 20 years advanced he would have a tank. I have been unable to find a M132 for sale. So.
Oh man.
Still looking.
No Zippos.
Yeah. I gotta call Bob. I'm sure he'll be like, he'll know where there's like 3 of them. He'll be like, oh yeah. There's one up in Idaho.
No, cancel.
Uh-oh. Did you click on porn ads?
No, I was looking at spinning up a Discord video call for after.
Oh.
What's up?
Omni's was just about to pick up, so maybe we can do that. You guys want to do the after show?
It's a bit time.
Sure.
All right, we can all sign off and
a 1-hour show. Holy shit!
Yeah, I guess. I mean, we're down to like 2 viewers, so.
All right. Well,
didn't we start with 2 viewers?
No, we started with 7 viewers, so.
Oh, whoa! Holy shit!
Yeah, big numbers. So, till next weekend.
Somebody
you guys get the invites.
Hang on, somebody bought an M96 for $22.50.
What?
Somebody bought an M96 for $22.50.
Nice.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Hello?
Yeah, Omni's already in the Discord fucking thing I started. So.
Oh, tell him shut up.
Shut up, Omni.
Show up on the goddamn show
He's obviously not listening to us, otherwise he'd hear you.
for frog snacks. Is it
All right.
new or not? All right, fine, whatever.